Hi.
Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is...
Hi, my name is Eminem. Your girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem.
Oh my god! What is going on, guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Kavan. I do tons of sample tutorials, tons of beat tutorials. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down a sample from my pastel sample library. A lot of the newer subscribers will not know that I did release a couple of months ago full of original compositions by myself in the style of like Frank Dukes, CUBEATZ, obviously, who else? And one of those has been flipped countless more times than the others, and it's probably the closest I've come to a proper Kingsway Frank Dukes sample, in my opinion. But for all those who didn't know I released the pastel sample library, I'll play a few previews of those. So just to take out all bias from this in what loops I pick. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 25.
A random number between 1 and 25 is 16.
Great, so now I have to count to 16. Now let's pick one I really like. So this one's live guitar, recorded with my Gibson Les Paul. A couple of these have been made into beats by artists. Who knows if they'll be released maybe one day, eh?
Absolutely fucking not.
But the one I'm breaking down today is called Colors. It's got that analog vintage Frank Dukes style sample. So let me break this one down right now. I remember this was the day I first got OBX, as you can clearly tell. I started this off with this ABC7 marimba sound. We have an A minor chord going to a E minor chord, so it's going from 1 to 5 in the progression. The effects I did on this are just a reverb, just a bog standard reverb, turned it down, some fruity delay, turned it down, and an EQ just to do what it's doing. And after effects, it sounds like this. The next sound I added was this other OBX just to layer it with. This one's called the Soft Whip. This is literally the same pattern, copy and pasted over, just to layer it and give some more texture to the sound. Without no effects, it's this. Kind of got that Kingsway sound already. The effects added to it were just an EQ. So next I went to the piano. So I went into Contact and I have this bank called New Mellow 2. And I just turned the tape down to A and the noise down a ton. That was it. And I just used the upright piano. I'm pretty sure this will be very similar to a Mellotron piano. In terms of effects, I just put a CLA stereo on just because it was a little quiet, and just this EQ. So it is the same pattern, just with more passing notes like these are added in, which weren't in before. Next, I went back to my trusted OBXA, used the Dory preset, and I'm pretty sure this one was just a hit on the one, just an EQ, just to boost the highs a ton. See, that sound almost makes me want to dip into the club. Anyway, then we moved on to yet another OBX. This one's called BD4 Funky Keys. This sounds like this without effects. Then the effects I added were a reverb, a delay yet again, and an EQ. So you can really see delay really helped me in this sample. The next sound was yet another OBX.
Cheese keys?
See, on its own it sounds ass, but with the rest of the sample it sounds pretty good. A delay and an EQ. Again, it's literally the same shape used on them all. But But if I play these two together now, they definitely have some call and response features. Oh, so this just plays that. So everything so far, we have this. Next, I added a flute, or a recorder, sorry, from Embertone Recorders. I used to use this a ton. So it's probably these runs what people like in it. This is the part that has the very strong call and response feature for me. Next thing I did was just got this recorder, rendered it out, pitched it up, and then put a halftime on it for the verse. So one thing that is missing is this vocal chop, which plays twice. I know for a fact this was just an exhale vocal chop, but I don't have exhale anymore. Just a love filter, just a low pass, it literally the same as an EQ would do. Just a reverb, kickstart, just to pulsate it, and just another EQ. It was really simple. And then that left me with this sample, which I rendered out, pitched up one. And for effects on the master, I used a virtual tape machine from Slate Digital. Love that company. Used a wow control just to detune it a touch, and an EQ just to finish off the sample. That then left me obviously with this. Then the halftime bit, which I said earlier. So yeah, it was just a lot of layering, a lot of different synths playing tiny parts. Yeah, I'm going to flip this now. I remember these samples can be purchased from my Pastel sample library. I will put a 25% sale off for a week or so. So yeah, so go grab that and send me anything back you make with it and I'll send it out. I'm going to my drum collection. Layer it with the bend snare. Send the snare down now. Perfect. Emerald, open hat. Just on the one. Safari. Get the spins boost, turn up the out as per, start laying down the rhythm of the pattern. Something like that. I really like doing this with my 808s nowadays, like just going up the velocities a touch, just gives it a weird kind of bounce to me. And then paste this over and just change the second half. So yeah, it's way more simple in the second half. Now I'm going to put this in the correct key. Use the one called Sweet. The second half we'll just add this one. I like doing this velocity change in the kicks too. Put a gate on it just so it definitely hits the clap. And then for maybe the verse we'll add another 808. Here's the one called IKEA. Copy and paste this 808 pattern and then we'll just change it. Get rid of this first bit. So now I'll send all these to the mixer for mixing. that is how I would make a Kingsway style sample in the style like Frank Dukes. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed. It's 25% off the pastel sample library. Go follow me on social media. Links will be in the description, and comment. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. You know how it works. And I'll catch you in the next video.